Hello everyone, it's Nightwoods here on Rayman Legends, and we're going to do the daily challenges. So the first one for tonight is a dojo, and we're looking to collect 200 lums as quickly as we can. The target is 24 seconds for the gold. The diamond was 14 seconds, but obviously given that I'm up against people who play with multiple controllers and I'm playing by myself, I don't think the diamond is very likely. Especially not if I play like that. And as always, we have two daily challenges to do. We've got this challenge, the regular challenge, we've got the daily extreme challenge next, and we also have one of the weekly challenges to do. Seeing as I only did one of them on the first time that I played this week, this is the second time, so we'll do the other weekly challenge, the one that I didn't do last time I played. Okay, so 2064, that actually was a solid gold cup, despite how many mistakes were made. We'll play that a few more times, just try and get a slightly more sensible run than that. Ah. Why is that not working today? Let's try going the other way. It's not working today. I'll try once more. I want to go towards the right because I think it gives me more momentum. There we go, that's more like it. Gives me more momentum for this screen. There we go. Got a nice amount of momentum there. Oh, I should have done a downward dash there. That wasn't great. Oh no! Oh no, you absolute muppet! And I still beat my time, even with that ending. That was a terrible ending. I'm going to have to do that again, given what happened at the end there. Okay, I don't know if I'm doing that. I don't know what that move, the move that I'm trying to do. I don't know what it's called. But I'm trying to do that. I don't know what it's called, and it is not working today. That is really not working. There we go, okay. So in the next screen it's this one. Right, so, okay, I don't think that was great, but what I did there is I held the right and the down button on the directional pad to get a dash that is slightly faster than just walking, but not quite as fast as a full-on dash, and it puts you in a perfect position to do that screen. I've done it again! Right, we're going to get through that screen in a sensible way this time. Right, one more go. So yeah, the downward dash, it's not quite as fast as a normal dash, but it's faster than walking. And it just puts you in position for what you want to do sometimes. Most of the time, it's not useful that often, but there are occasional screens where it can come in useful, and the next one is one of them. I let go of the stick to push right very briefly, just so I could collect all the lums without missing any. Right, let's do this. Sensible. Oh! I misanticipated it. Okay. There we go. That's more like it. Alright, 17 seconds. Okay, well at least that time we got a sensible ending. Obviously not a diamond cup. I mean, even Nick hasn't got it. I think we could get under 17 seconds on that, but not 14 seconds. So, alright, we'll leave that one as it is, and we'll move on to the next challenge. So, 1708 is going to be my score. in the daily challenge. Now we're going to have a look at the daily extreme challenge. So it is an infinite tower, and we'll be looking to just get to the top of it as fast as we can. It will be 250 meters, 47 seconds for the gold, 33.5 for the diamond. And Andrei Kiselev is just missing it, apparently. He's probably very close to the diamond cup and just missing it. So it'll be a moment of truth tomorrow, whether he gets it or not. He'll find out when he logs on. It'll be an exciting moment for him tomorrow. Alright, first time through. We should really just try and get through this. We don't need to do anything fancy just yet. Now, if I go... I thought... I probably shouldn't have done that, but I thought if I go all the way over there... I mean, I can do that YBY up motion, which will benefit a lot for my time. Okay, so there we go, 40-44. Quite an easy gold cup. Obviously, I didn't optimize that run at all, and it actually puts me in the top 100 on the first try, which is pretty good. Let's see what my friends have got. So there's a few of us who have got around 34, 33. It's a shame that Mr. X isn't playing at the moment, because he was always a good target in this kind of challenge. I'm hoping he's just on holiday and he'll return soon. It's a shame that he's not playing. Okay, so that saves a little bit of time doing that roll jump. We might even be able to... Oh. Okay, I wonder if that actually is that is an interesting way through. Now, here I need to try and get that motion in, but it's very difficult to do it to the right. And it's just really unreliable. Okay, this is actually... I did worse. This is actually quite a... I did much worse, even. Quite a complicated layout here we've got here. We've got a lot of... very open for shortcuts, this one. I mean, some towers, they don't really allow many shortcuts, but this one is very, very open when it comes to what shortcuts we can take. Now, should I ground pound that bumper? I think the answer is yes. I'm going to do that at 150 meters. I'm going to do a roll instead of a faster one. It's a shame to lose a bit of time, but it's more reliable that way. Oh, you absolute plonker! What was that ending again? What is it with me and my endings tonight? That was just very, very silly, but that's okay, because that wasn't going to be our final run, of course. I need to figure out what I'm actually doing in here. Oh, what was that? Okay, that is an interesting way through. I don't know if it's the optimal way through. Yeah, I think it... Well, let's try. What I should really... Oh, okay, right. Well, better ground pound that bumper then. I didn't think we should, but it turns out, yes, we should. Okay, 39-31. Play that a bit more. Try and get a sensible run with what we're doing. Oh, really? Okay, so I'm not sure whether that vine that spawns at 80 meters, whether I should be ground pounding on it or whether I shouldn't be. I'm not totally sure. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm starting to lean towards should. I mean, because that time that I didn't, I got a great vine boost from it that I don't seem to get when I don't ground pound. But then... The only problem... Okay, well that time it didn't even spawn. The only problem is that when I don't ground pound, I don't even seem to make it onto the vine. There we go. Okay, that was a little bit slow. I think we can live with that. Okay, that's got to be the fastest way through. Okay, well that definitely is not the fastest way. What I did instantly after that. I do know that rolling there is not the best way through, but it is easier. And I should have ground pounded that bumper. Okay, well I tried to redeem myself there, and obviously it was too late. I think that I could even optimize this further by ground pounding another. There's more bumpers that I could be ground pounding. Oh, come on! Right, I think I need to... I'm still debating whether I should ground pound at 80 meters or not. Okay, I think I need to roll jump and then move a little bit to the left, because that seems to increase the odds of actually landing on the vine that spawns. There we go. Okay, it's a little bit slow. Oh no, don't do it. Oh no, no. Okay, well that is trying to recover from a sinking ship. In the middle of the ocean. There was no recovering from that. Oh, what was that? That was good. Okay, more like that. That wasn't great. Okay, slightly ruined it after. Right, so we need to ground pound under this bumper. That could have been better. Alright, 38-39. I'm still a long way off Kiselev, and I am in 61st. How many cheaters have we got? The whole leaderboard, basically. So, okay, so knock at least 10 ranks off that. And I'm sure that Andrei Kiselev would have the Diamond Cup if it weren't for all the cheaters. So that, unfortunately, is starting to make me a little bit less hopeful that I will get a diamond on this. Oh, I was trying something there. Right, I think... Okay, I was trying to do the opposite of what I was talking about earlier with the downward dash. I was trying to do an upward dash there. It's hard to talk about these things while you're playing the challenges at the same time. I think it might be possible to do that. Alright, so I'm trying to do an upward dash there, which is where instead of holding right and down and dashing, you hold right and up. And that way you don't lose all your height when you fall off the platform, and I can then ground pound under the bumper to save a little bit of time, but I don't know if it's possible. Okay, I think I gained a little bit too much height there. But maybe the bumper's just not quite high enough. I'll have to play around with that. It might be possible. Well, that's that question answered. No, don't grab the chain! Oh, come on. Okay, so the upward dash is possible there off that platform, and obviously that will save about half a second. Whoa! I did not expect that. Alright, let's get a sensible run. No! Oh, you muppet. I just ground pounded too early at about 120 or 30 meters. Did everything else almost right. Oh no! Okay, so we're doing that upward dash at 100 meters, and then we're going to ground pound under the bumper instead of over it. So ground pounding under bumpers instead of over them saves a little bit of time normally. Oh, don't fall off the vine. I could even try and ground pound the bumper at 85 meters, but I think that's just going to make it very difficult to actually finish a run. So I'm not going to do that today. Well, actually, it's at 94 meters. I could try and ground pound that. I just think it will just be very difficult to get right. But then actually, if I did that, could I even do that and then ground pound under the next bumper? That's the thought. So if I ground pounded on here, I'd be up here. Can I? Oh, if I could get that right, that could actually. But then, because that obstacle appears twice in this challenge. Oh, come on. So if I could get that right twice, I think I would be winning the lottery if that happened. So I think we'll just go for the 1. Oh, come on. Right, so I'm going to try and see if I can actually ground pound under the bumper at 94 meters. It's very difficult to get right, but then it will actually make the next obstacle, I think, considerably easier while saving time. Oh, come on. Right, I need to move over to the left. So this could be a bit of a long video tonight. So over to the left. Oh, I want to ground pound under that. Right, okay, so almost worked. So I thought I could just ground pound under it and then ground pound on the platform. It doesn't quite work like that because I actually have to jump and then ground pound. But I think if I do that, we can get this working. I think we can do this. Okay, here we go. Got it working. Right, so we're going to ground pound under the next bumper. Whoa, what was that? Okay, so ideally I should have ground pounded at, what was it? Well, that other bumper. Okay, well that gives me 37.01. I think if I'd ground pounded under that bumper near the end, I would definitely have got under 37, maybe 36. But look, the whole leaderboard is filled with cheaters, and I would be close to the diamond if they hadn't. So, yeah. Okay, well, I might work on that a little bit more, but I think we get the idea now of what I need to do. 3.5 seconds, that does look like a bit of a push, to be honest. I think I could get 36 seconds on that, might even get 35 if we really, really push it. But 33.5, that looks difficult. So we'll leave that one as it is for now, and let's have a go at the weekly challenge that we didn't do the other day. So, last challenge for today, it's a Land of the Dead, and this one is just untimed. It's 1373 for the gold or 4400 for the diamond. Okay, so I did actually say in the last video that I recorded, where the one where I didn't do this challenge, is I asked you all, given that we do regularly have land distance challenges, whether this was still something that you would like to see, and at least 2 of you said yes it is, which is why we're playing this challenge right now. So we're going to do this challenge. I'm glad it's something you want to see, because that is why I'm uploading it. I'll try and talk through a little bit about what I'm doing while I play. Oh, you absolute potato head. Oh, yeah, okay. Look, I said what I was going to talk through. Have I just left the challenge by accident? That is embarrassing. I said that I was going to talk through it, assuming that I was going to play sensibly, but apparently not. I mean, I'm not... Alright, let's not talk through what just happened. We'll talk through... what happens when I start playing sensibly. Okay, so I had a comment that I wanted to read out, and now is probably a good time to... You absolute potato, Wally. Okay, attempt 3. Don't normally do this badly. We just need to get through this bit, and then we're laughing. Alright, let's get through this. get through the first few hundred meters. Because somebody left a comment on, I think it was the last video, and actually quite appropriate now that I read it out. It came from somebody I don't think I've seen very often, called Nolan, and it said that the Lum's distance tutorial that I made all the way back in 2015 helped them to finally get a diamond in last week's challenge. Okay, well obviously the first thing that I'll have to say to that is well done on your diamond, Nolan. Always a great achievement when you get a diamond on anything. I don't know if it was your first diamond or whether it was one of many, hopefully many more to come. Congratulations either way. But yeah, that video that you mentioned I made all the way back in 2015, essentially it's a video of how to get through the dojo distance screens in a safe and sensible manner, which is essentially what it's about, because obviously the screens, they start repeating themselves eventually. So if you know what you're doing, then theoretically there's no limit to how far you can go. But yeah, that video that you brought up in your comment, the one that was made in 2015 about how to get past the screens sensibly, I think that might be something that I should probably watch too. I think maybe I might learn a few things from that. So also thank you for your recommendation. Alright, so we're coming up to the Gold Cup now. I think it's just past here. Here it is. Yep, there it is. Okay, I'm not quite sure why people struggled with that. Okay, so from here onwards, I think the obstacles are mostly going to be repeating themselves. We've got to go about 4 kilometers to get the diamond. So essentially, that is just a question of whether I don't do anything silly until then. I'd like to think that I'm fairly confident with knowing what I'm doing here, but obviously I might do something very silly and die, which I already have twice, unfortunately. But now we've gone a considerable distance. Hopefully I'll play a bit more sensibly. If you guys have got any questions, of course, that you want answered while I play this, whether it's about this challenge, whether it's about a different challenge, about Rayman Legends in general, or something even that's got nothing to do with Rayman Legends at all, drop it into the comments and I will try and answer it when I play the next untimed challenge. That's what I generally do, is I usually save all the catch-up and responding to your comments and answering questions. I do it while we've got an untimed challenge going on. It's a bit difficult to do that when there's a time challenge going on, when I'm up against a timer. But when there's no timers and I'm just playing and relaxing, it gives me a bit more opportunity to catch up with you all. So that's really what we do on this channel. Oh! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, come on! Oh no! That was very silly what I did there. So yeah, essentially it was just go until I do something silly. I think I jumped too low. If the fire had just been like a little bit more lenient, I would have got away with that. That's a shame. I should have done better than that. Right, well, I'm going to leave that one as it is for now, because obviously this video will be far too long if I do that all again. But what I will suggest to you all is, geez, 50 kilometers. And what is this 33 kilometers club going on? Is that all deliberate, or is that where the first glitch is? Like, wow. Right, okay, I'm disappointed with that result. I should have done better than that. I made a silly mistake and should have got further. But I am not done with this challenge, but obviously I can't prolong this video anymore. So what I'm going to suggest to you is that I'm going to play the daily challenges as usual for the rest of the week. And if I go any further with this challenge, I might include some bonus footage at the end of one of the next daily challenge videos. We've seen what happens for the first 3,000 meters, so I'll probably just do the last 500,000 meters before the run ends, and we'll put it as bonus footage at the end of one of the next daily challenge videos, hopefully where I play a bit more sensibly than I did today. Let me know if that bonus footage is something that you would like to see. Drop it in the comments, and if it is, that is exactly what will happen. But for now, I got my 3 gold cups, and so that is all the challenges done. So as always, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you all again hopefully tomorrow.